figurative, an idea, the most powerful idea in human history, bigger than the ocean, stronger than the army, more powerful.
Detectives continue to look for the suspect behind that double homicide here in Shelby Township. I'm Lauren Edwards with what you need to know.
Kitchen here at Detroit Metro Airport, where those flight reductions have prompted travelers to make a lot of changes. We'll tell you what we're seeing next.
Yeah, we've been 20 minutes late.
A McDonald's manager attacked with a cup of scalding hot coffee. We talked to the couple who took the video that helped track the angry customer.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jessica Dubnak. As we head into the weekend, we are expecting our first chance at snow. Weather authority Stephanie Mead tells us how much we could see. Steph, it's all the buzz on social media.
It really is. Yeah, it's getting a lot of people talking, which in the grand scheme of things, it's good. And as we head through the next couple of days, snow, of course, is on everybody's radar. We will see some accumulating snow is in the mix, but I don't think it's going to be blockbuster totals. And if you are going to be out and about on Sunday, it's just something to plan accordingly for. First, let's get through tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll get into the potential for snow as we get into the full forecast. 47 in the city, 46 in Lansing. We do have a few showers that are popping in southwestern parts of the state. Some of it's a little heavy, but nothing that's going to be at least impacting us over the next 12 hours or so. We have a few snow showers, and it looks like there's a little bit of mixing going on up near northwestern parts of the state too. For us, our next system arrives late tomorrow night and lingers through at least Monday morning for a lot of spots. And this is going to be kind of a 1-2 punch where we do potentially see not only snow, but also the cold. Tonight, temps will be falling through the 40s. I do think we bottom out at around 39 degrees. Now, snow is in our forecast. We do potentially have some accumulation with that too, so we'll have timing in the full forecast in the next 20 minutes. Jess, over to you.
All right, Steph, Shelby Township police investigating a double murder. 2 men found shot dead at an auto shop. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards has been following the story for much of the day for us. She's live in Shelby Township with the latest. What are police telling you, Lauren?
Jessica, I can tell you that detectives are still looking for the suspects. Now, behind me, it's a much smaller scene. You can still see some blue and red flashing lights, and there's a few police cars there, a few detectives, a few investigators. But take a look at the scene from earlier, because it was a much different story.
Seen a lot of cops, a lot of people coming in my plaza, parking, just straight running down there. Standing outside, all the people coming up, like, hey, what happened? What happened? I'm like, yeah, 2 people were deceased over there. They got shot over. I don't know fully what happened. Over a car, over money. It's crazy.
Shelby Township police say around 12:28 this afternoon, they were sent to Star Auto Sales on Ryan Road near Auburn Road. And when they arrived, walked inside, and that's where they found 2 men dead. One 48-year-old man from Clinton Township, the other a 40-year-old man from Shelby Township. Now, for hours, detectives and investigators were on scene, but so were family and loved ones, and it got quite emotional. Now, no word just yet from police on who the suspect or suspects may be. Few businesses say they think they may have gotten a glimpse of the person, and here's what one of the businesses had to say.
Saw kind of a cop with a riot shield go into the business with 4 or 5 officers stacked up behind him, and then a lot of other cop cars showed up at that part. There's probably 4 or 5 to begin with, and soon it seemed like probably 10 or 12, I would have to say. So I don't know, we reviewed the camera footage, saw someone dressed in all black, like black sweats, black hoodie, white surgical mask. They walked up the sidewalk here coming south from Speedway, coming north. They crossed the road right here in the front of the building and kind of went right into that building, and that's about all we saw in our security footage.
So the police van behind me across the street just drove away on Ryan Road. So it seems like it's about to clear up here. But again, they are looking for those suspects. And we're going to continue to stay on this case and give you guys updates as we get them. Reporting live here in Shelby Township, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
And Lauren, that description of the suspect with, kind of the all black and the mask, it lends me to believe maybe it's premeditated. Police saying anything about that, if it was random or something more?
At this time, they're not saying too much about that. Police are pretty mum. The details they're not releasing. Very preliminary stages of all of this. All they can say is basically what a lot of people have been telling us is that the person they believe that could be the suspect was dressed in all black, wearing a black beanie. That's all that people around here were saying.
Still a lot of questions. Thanks so much, Lauren. Tonight, cancellations continue to pile up at airports nationwide. Airlines cut more than 1,000 flights today, mainly due to the government shutdown. Air traffic controllers who haven't been paid in nearly a month are calling out of work in higher numbers. Cancellations could grow next week if the shutdown continues. Now, there is a little relief tonight for some travelers. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin joins us live from Metro Airport with a look at how things are going. Dave, you were on this last night and tonight. What's the vibe out there tonight?
Yeah, you know, it seems like a lot of what's been going on since we've been here at Detroit Metro. The folks we've talked to in passing, they say no problems so far. Last night, a lot of nervousness. We do know Detroit Metro has confirmed they are one of the airports to conduct these flight reductions. Let's go to some video right now, because in terms of how it's going, it really depends on who you talk to, where they're going, and where they're coming from. One family pulled up to our truck right when we got here and said that their travel from out west was largely uneventful, something they were quite thankful for. Today, Detroit Metro confirming it is one of the airports on the FAA's flight reduction list, resulting in several flight cancellations here in Romulus. Yesterday, airlines started canceling hundreds of flights around the nation following the FAA's order to reduce departures at the country's 40 busiest airports. Aviation officials saying it's all meant to maintain safety while reducing the strain on air traffic control staffers and others working long hours and not getting paid due to that ongoing government shutdown. Here's how many travelers are faring tonight.
Obviously, it's an inconvenience that flights are being canceled. First world problems.
I was supposed to fly back tomorrow from a conference, and I preponed my flight to today to try to avoid it, knowing that I think today was 4% changes and tomorrow is going to hit up to 10. So that's why I came back home earlier to avoid that.
How stressful has all this been for you?
Not too bad. I travel quite a lot. I'm flying out again on Monday morning, so it's nothing that I haven't seen before, but we've seen issues in the past, and coming back from another conference last year with a whole software update issue, I just didn't want to go through that again.
Well, we can also tell you there's been a spike in some rental car agreements, where people choosing to rent cars to hit the roads instead, of course, depending on where they're trying to get to altogether. Meantime, several groups, several nonprofits are stepping up to help those workers, including aviation workers who are impacted by the shutdown. Thaw the Heat and Warmth Fund. They've set up a benefit for workers here at Detroit Metro Airport and Willow Run as well. Reporting live at Detroit Metro, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Interesting. You mentioned those rental cars. I think someone in the newsroom said, I don't want to have to drive to Florida. Definitely first world problems. What are some of the travelers doing to prepare? Or, are they just checking that phone extra? Or what's going on in terms of kind of prepping for any delays?
Yeah, they've really been trying to get to their travel agents. We were trying to get some travel agents to get their thoughts on all of this, but a lot of people have actually been really busy in that profession responding to all of the folks who are calling them, trying to figure out, can they get a refund? How can they rebook? How does that, work with everyone else trying to do it at the same time? We do know some Uber folks have been, their workload's been fluctuating because of everything that's been going on with all of this.
Yeah, I definitely see that trickle down. Thanks so much, Dave.
Yep.
A freighter stuck in the Detroit River. The Paul J. Martin running aground this afternoon, not far from the Renaissance Center. It's 740 feet long, which means it's actually longer than the Renson is tall. It's a boat carrier sailing under the flag of Canada. It took off yesterday from Sault Ste. Marie and is on its way to the port of Quebec on the St. Lawrence River. The ship was set to arrive there by Monday, but that might be pushed back a bit. There's no telling how long it will take to free it. A McDonald's manager is recovering after a customer hurls hot coffee at her. She was apparently mad that her breakfast order was canceled. The couple who caught it all on camera, cracking the case for police, breaks it down for us.
She was somebody and apologize to somebody for being here over an hour. That's what you can have.
Yeah, within 20 minutes later.
Nah, catch that collar.
That scream.
Yeah. I got her all over her arm, her neck a little bit, and the shirt was just covered.
The McDonald's manager suffering minor burns, and the customer just walked out.
If it would have been on her face, she'd been turned around, who knows how bad it would have been.
Yeah. Just after Justin Rogalski and his fiancee Tara ordered a snack wrap and a McChicken, a scene emerged in the McDonald's lobby in Buena Vista near Saginaw.
Yes, she seems very calm.
Yeah, she was very calm.
The couple says the woman's mobile breakfast order was canceled when she got to the McDonald's.
She didn't seem like she was going to do that. She was actually very nice. I was talking to her for a little bit.
Despite the manager promising a refund using ma'am and telling her to have a good day, that temper bubbled over.
And it was definitely hot. There was steam coming out of the cup. She just gave it to her.
Thankfully, the couple did pull out their cell phone to record. Once police posted their video on Facebook, the woman was identified in minutes. She's not under arrest yet.
I mean, she threw hot coffee on someone. That's assault.
Heck yeah. And police have requested that the Saginaw County Prosecutor's Office file felonious assault charges against that angry customer. Still ahead, the latest on the ongoing government shutdown, what both sides have pitched as they work to reach a deal. Plus,
as we approach Veterans Day, it's not about lip service. It's about putting our money where our mouth is. We are talking veterans benefits. I'm Hillary Goldston. I sit down with the head of a local VFW. It's next.